What up? What up? I am back, and we got a week 4 best ball tourney recap. This one's going to be crazy. There's a lot of high scores. Leave some comments so I know you guys are paying attention. And here we go. We are starting off with the bottom of the top 72, and starting off with M. Hearn with 431 and some change out of the Poetic Justice division. Hey, Guap made it out of the Mortal Kombat division, 431 and some change. CJ Cole out of the Rock division, 431 and some change. Brown, he's on here a handful of times this week, and he's out of the Brian and the Boz division, 431 and some change. Big Game James on the list out of the 300 division, representing Sparta. Out of the Wood division, 265, Lalo Lyle with 432 and some change. R. Newman, our man Rob, out of the Necessary Roughness division, 432 and some change. T. Mill, 432 and some change out of the Clerks 2 division. Cali Jam, first of a couple times on this list, 433 and some change out of the Jurassic World Domination division. And look at that, Brown, already a repeat offender in the top 61 through 72. Is on here again in the White Man Can't Jump division, 433 and some change. 433 and some change. The Minnesota Digger, Minnesota Mike, out of the Negotiator division, also 433 and some change out of the X-Men division, EV253. All right, let's get into the top 60. Here we go. Out of the American Gladiator division, Hawk Fan, 1212, 433 and some change. 433 was a popular number this week. We got Ziggy out of the 72 Surf Ninjas division, 433 and some change. Lalo Lyle out of the American Pie division, number 261, 433 and some change. Last 433 guy here is Hawk Fan again, 433 and some change out of the Bullies of Baltimore division. Out of the Man on the Moon division, remember that division, we're going to be talking about that at the end. Minnesota Mike, 434 and some change, ranked 56 on the week. Ranked 55 on the week. 55! Wolverines out of the Great Heisman Race of 97, 434 and some change. King of Kings out of the Wild Things division, 434 and some change. Beyond-Beyondo, cracking the list, ranked 53, 435 and some change. Hey, myself, out of the Addams Family division in the number 52 ranked, 435 and some change. The Roll makes the list out of the Waterboy division, 436. Ranked 50, Brown, again, repeat offender, 436 and some change. T. Mill, a repeat offender on this list, 49th ranked, out of the Major League Division, 436 and some change, repping the Wild Thing division.
I hate this fucking song.
All right, top 48, John Rowe, 436 and some change out of the Family Feud division. Out of the number 282 division, it's the 187 movie. Brown, again, repeat offender, 47th ranked, 437 and some change. And back-to-back Brown squads, both with 437 and some change. This one is out of the Silence of the Lambs division. Ranked 45, EV253, last week's crazy top scorer, 437 and some change out of the Hoosiers division. Metskins, 437 and some change out of the Moneyball division, ranked 44th this week. Cali Jam, repeat offender, 438 and some change out of the Big Hit division. JGNG out of the Warriors division, ranked 42, 438 and some change. T. Swain is on this list a couple times. This one out of the Godfather division, ranked 41st, 438 and some change. Hawk Fan, again, out of the American Reunion division, ranked 40 with 438 and some change. And back-to-back Hawk Fan teams, this one's 439 and some change out of the Austin Powers Spy Who Shagged Me division. T. Mill, cracking the list again, 440 and some change out of the Jurassic World division, and ranked 37 out of the Dogma division, number 34. We got to go pretty far back for when we drafted that one.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Out of the Boondocks division, 440 and some change. Whoo, here we go. We are getting to the top 36. And starting at ranked 36 is myself out of the Man on the Moon division. Remember that division, 441 some change. Johnny Mittens cracking the top 35, 441 some change out of the You Don't Know Bo division. Ziggy, 442 and some change, 34th ranked out of the Ace Ventura Pet Detective division. K2 Pinson, 442 and some change out of the Fighting With My Family division. Ghost Monkey, 444 and some change out of the Man on the Moon division. Again, ranked 32 on the week. TD's Abide, 444 and some change out of the Dumb and Dumber division. Johnny Mittens cracking again out of the Rush Hour division, 444 and some change, ranked 30. Minnesota Mike out of the You Don't Know Bo division, 29th ranked, 446 and some change. Cali Jam again, this time out of the Juice division. You got the juice now. Ranked 28th, 447 and some change. Gronky Kong, 447 and some change out of the Final Destination division. Brucus out of the Men in Black division, 447 and some change. Whew. Yes, 26th ranked. Top 25. It starts with T Swain, 448 and some change out of the Rookie division. And here we go. Top 24. And it starts off with Original Gangsta out of the Hateful Eight, 449 and some change. Out of the True Lies division, Brown, Repeat Offender, 450 and some change, ranked 23. Florida Toker is ranked 22nd on the week, 453 and some change out of the Urban Legend division. Brown, again, 454 and some change out of the Chasing Amy division, ranked 21st. Underdog, 454 and some change out of the Batman Begins division. He is the 20th ranked. Cali Jam, again, 454 and some change out of the Can't Hardly Wait division, ranked number 19. Big Game James on the list again. This one's out of the Ace Ventura 2 When Nature Calls, 455 and some change. 55! Brown again, 17th ranked this time out of the Gone in 60 Seconds division, and that is 456 for the points. Rob C, 456 and some change out of the Bad Boys division, ranked 16. Brown, 459 and some change out of the Detroit Rock City division, ranked 15th. Brown again, 460 and some change out of the Straight Outta LA division, 14th ranked. And number 13th ranked is Ziggy out of the Inglorious Bastards, 461 and some change. And here we go to the top 12 out of the Wire division, EV 253. Yes, 463 and some change. Just above him, 463 and some change. It is Crispy out of the Hey Arnold division. Just above him, 463 and some change. K Miller out of the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas division. He starts the top 10. Big Tons out of the Replacements division, 464 and some change. R. Newman, our man Rob, out of the number 190 Terminator division, 464 and some change. Number 8 ranked on the week. Out of the Weeds division, number 7th ranked on the week with a score of 469.
69, dudes!
Sneeder, yes. Out of the number 6th ranked, 103, the Al Davis versus the NFL. We got our man Hernandez, 474 and some change, yes. Now we are getting into some insanely high scores here. I mean, we're in the 470s with Hernandez, number 5 ranked. It's our man Brian Turner. What up, Brian? 475.69.
69, dudes!
Out of the Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Breaking Bad division, number 4 ranked on the week. It is Zoo Crew, 475 and some change. Now, just because I'm coming out of the Power division, I'm number 3 ranked on the week, 486 and some change. Couldn't help myself.
I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just happen to come up hard. Legal or illegal, baby, I
never took a straight path nowhere. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. I'm from that city full of yellow cabs and skyscrapers.
Man, you know you guys love that song. Couldn't help myself. T Swain, the number 2 ranked team out of the Star Wars Phantom Menace division, 487 and some change. The number 1 team on the week out of the number 16 division. We drafted that way back in March.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
And for the second week in a row, we have a team scoring over 500 points. Totally different team. Insane. 501.54. Insane. All right, guys. We made it. Thank you for coming through. 10-minute video. Very, very short for you guys. Make sure you leave a comment. And, oh, yeah, forgot. The guys who actually cracked this more than once, we got Laylo Lyle, 2 teams on the list. Big Game James, 2 teams on the list. Johnny Mittens, Rob Newman, 2 teams on the list. EV253, 3 teams. T Swain, 3 teams. T Mill, 3 teams. The Minnesota Digger, 3 teams. Ziggy, 3 teams. I had 3 teams on there. Hawk Fan had 4 teams on there. Cali Jam had 4 teams. And Brown, dude, 10 teams out of the top 72. Woo! Crazy. And the division spotlight this week is the number 275 division, the Man on the Moon division. Ghost Monkey, 444. Myself, 441. And the Minnesota Digger, 434. 3 teams that cracked 430. That is insane. We've seen 2 teams, getting high scores, but 3 teams over 430. That is insane. All right, guys. Yes. Leave some comments. Make sure that you guys are here every week for these recaps. So I keep doing these videos. And the way that I know is if you guys are hitting the like button, if you guys are leaving comments. So make sure and do that. And we'll see you for the next one. Yes.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.